Hey everybody, Jeff Dudan here. Welcome back to Franchise Fridays. Here is a stat that should stop you in your tracks. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, over 5 million new business applications were filed in the last 12 months. That's not just a wave, it is a complete shift in mindset and the entrepreneurialism of this country. More people than ever are stepping away from corporate jobs and choosing to build their future through business ownership, and a growing number are doing it through franchising. If you're here, it's because you're not just looking for another job, you're exploring the franchise path to become unemployable in the best way possible. You're building a life on your terms. You want something that's scalable, sustainable, and supportive, and that's a franchise. And if you're serious about designing a life of ownership, freedom, and long-term value, click on the link below to grab a free copy of my book, Discernment, The Business Athlete's Regimen for a Great Life Through Better Decisions. If you're at an inflection point and you're making decisions, this is the book for you. And check out what we're building at Homefront Brands. Go to homefrontbrands.com. Now, let's get you unemployed in the very best way possible by becoming a franchise owner. Being unemployable is not an insult, it's a badge of honor. It means you've outgrown clocking in, asking for permission, or trading your valuable time for dollars. You're looking to own a business that works for you, and franchising gives you the roadmap to make it happen. And today, I'm breaking down 5 keys to becoming unemployable through franchise ownership and how the right model can get you there faster. Number 1, think like a franchise owner, not an employee. Anything that you can conceive, you can believe. Franchise owners don't wait around. They don't just follow orders, they take action. Leading operations, growing teams, solving problems, taking the fight to the street, and bringing your product or service to your customer. That's what separates you from an employee, is your proactive nature, because you know you're doing it for you and those you care the most about. When you invest in a franchise, you're not just buying a job, you're stepping into a proven system. But success still requires an owner's mindset, initiative, accountability, and drive to create the value. The system supports you and it gives you a framework, but you are the one that has to lead it and be the face of that business in your community. That is the mindset that I honed building businesses for the last 35 years and now scaling Homefront Brands. Franchise owners build equity. You're creating an asset, something of value for your future, not punching a clock, creating something that lasts. Number 2, it's about skills. And I'm talking about mastering high value franchise transferable skills to whatever it is you choose to do for the rest of your life. Franchising will accelerate your learning curve. It forces you to level up fast in marketing, hone your skills in leadership, learn how to do sales and be successful at it, and build a team to create operations. You're not just working a job, you're mastering the blueprint for business ownership in this business and any business you choose to build or own in the future. It is your step into the entrepreneurial world, and the best way to do it is through franchising. Franchisees who thrive build skill sets that can scale across multiple locations. Look, it's like playing Monopoly. You're going to start with one house on one board in one location, but as you build those skills and you realize, hey, I can build this bigger, I can scale this to something beyond my market, beyond this service line, or even different brands, whether it's local marketing execution, hiring best practices, you're creating systems to service customers that are high value, transferable to anything you want to do in your life, and make you too valuable to be employable. Number 3, own your financial future through a scalable model. When you own a franchise, you're not depending upon promotions or a bonus or company performance, or heaven forbid, your company gets bought, sold, and you're out of a job. It's somebody else's plan. You now building your own financial engine and your own financial future. Franchising gives you a shortcut with entrepreneurial guardrails. You don't have to reinvent the wheel or even invent the wheel. You just have to drive it. That's the beauty. You can scale one location into many. You can earn operational cash flow into long-term wealth. That's how franchise owners become unemployable. They stop trading time for dollars and they start building assets, high-class assets, business assets, taking advantage of the tax code that work for them. Number 4, embrace growth, even when it's uncomfortable. Franchise ownership isn't always easy. In fact, I tell our candidates, this may be one of the most difficult things they've ever done. But is it any harder than staying in a job that you hate? The path to becoming unemployable requires your ability to be uncomfortable, whether it's uncomfortable training new staff, managing the unknown, facing financial pressures that you have never faced before. But through that discomfort comes confidence. Through that pressure comes growth. And franchising gives you the structure and the support to push through. Look, there's other people building the exact same business that you are. Maybe they've been building it for years, just doing it in other markets. That's the tribe that builds the vibe. And that's the people that you lean into for the confidence to complete and push through when it gets tough. And at Homefront Brands, we walk alongside our franchise owners with coaching, technology, community, because we know you don't have to do it alone. And number 5, plugging into a system and building a tribe that elevates you, what I was just talking about. The franchise model, it's a system. It is a business process. It is a model. It doesn't matter what the widget is, but it's also a community of other people that are like-minded, up to something, going somewhere and doing the same thing that you are. When you join a franchise brand, you're not flying solo. You're tapping into decades of experience from the founders, from the other owners, getting in peer networks and shared playbooks that have worked for other people that will work for you too. The network effect is one of the most underrated benefits of franchising. The community matters. You're part of a tribe of business builders who are on the same journey. And that support, it's the difference between burnout and breakthrough. And that's what makes franchising one of the greatest business models ever created and one of the fastest paths to becoming unemployable for you. So ask yourself, are you ready to lead something? Are you ready to take the reins and not just follow and do what you're told? Are you investing in yourself to create skills that scale in this opportunity and future ones? And are you building something that earns while you sleep? If you're prepared to grow, even when it's hard, you may be ready to join a franchise system. And franchises, by definition, are proven business models that other people have been able to be successful in. So if the answer is yes for you, you might already be unemployable. You just don't know it yet. And you're exactly who we're looking to work with. So thank you so much for joining me today on this Franchise Friday. Go back and listen to the previous ones. If you listen to all of these Franchise Fridays, it will give you a holistic view of how to evaluate, how to finance, how to find, and how to evaluate a franchise system. And if today resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to leave the 9 to 5 behind. And if you're ready to explore the franchise path to becoming unemployable, click the link in the description, grab your free copy of Discernment, and take a look at the scalable, freedom-focused models we're building at Homefront Brands. Until next time, I'm Jeff Dudan. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay on the home front. Let's get you unemployable in the best way possible. Thanks for listening.